so nice being in Nashville, finding out exactly how bad allergies can get. Holy shit. It is rough here. The pollen here is like the Holy Spirit, because it's fucking everywhere, and it has been ignoring my prayers all week.
Prefer they were an orphan. People get upset when I complain about being young. I had a woman come up to me after a show furious. She's like, you should really appreciate this time of your life, because someday you're going to have a family like me, and you're really going to miss it. I'm like, where are your kids buried? Holy shit. I'm just trying to get to my car, ghost of Christmas future. I had a guy on OkCupid send me an emoji as an opening line. Not a cute one, not like a heart or a kissy face or even an eggplant, which is gross, but I get it. He sent me one of these. And I responded, so I was like, I gotta make sure this guy doesn't hurt anybody. So I wrote back and I said, does this work for you? Do people respond because they're confused? Are you negging me? What's happening here? And he goes, well, the way a woman responds to the emoji? Sorry, Detective Douche Rocket. What does my response tell you about my character? And he goes, well, it tells me you're really transparent, honesty's super important to you, and you have trouble trusting people. That emoji works. Nothing makes me want kids more than seeing them at pumpkin patches. However, nothing makes me want kids less than seeing them at aquariums. Toddlers in overalls, adorable. Toddlers blocking my views of sea lions, infuriating. Hinge photos that show that we're fun and seasonal. In a rough couple years, I got bangs at one point. Shit got dark. I didn't even want bangs. I just needed people to check on me. And it works, by the way. You post a selfie in bangs, everybody's like, fire emoji, you go, girl. Then they text me, okay, no, I can be this person. A lot of my friends are settling down. Some of them are just settling, period, end of sentence. You guys know those couples? Everyone knows one couple like that, where like one person in the couple is way hotter and cooler than the other person in the couple. I like to call those couples chocolate-covered raisins. Because you're... You could have been with anybody. You could have been with caramel. You could have been with marshmallow. You could have been with peanut butter, who I heard cures depression. And you want to be with Raisin forever? Like, no offense, Raisin. You're great. We love you. Nature's candy. That's you. But you belong like oatmeal. Like, you know that, right? This doesn't feel good, right? Aren't you scared every day that someone's gonna come along and suck chocolate right off of you? I love this joke. It's like you feel couples in the audience looking at each other like, am I little Lindorf guys in the foil, you know? I'm the creamy part and you're the shell because you're so strong, and if you leave me, I'll be a mess. I went to a fundamentalist Christian elementary school in southern Missouri. In the first grade, my teacher pulled me aside one day and lectured me about the... Think God's in heaven like, no more mullets. You need to be party or business. Full 360. Stop trying to pull one over on me.
He'd be rolling over in his grave or whatever. I don't know. Is he dead? I don't know the rules.
Behind the rock. Behind the rock.
Oh. Sure. Behind the rock.
Sophie didn't grow up religious, so I love explaining shit that I wasn't allowed to do to her. Where I'll be like, yeah, I couldn't watch Rugrats because like Angelica was mean to the babies, and no one here bats an eye because you're like, yeah, of course, we understand. But Sophie thinks it's crazy, so I just love like shocking her with stuff.
I can't even tell if she's like messing with me or not. We'll be like talking about something, and she's like, no, we weren't allowed to eat turduckens because Dad said those birds weren't married. I'm like, what? What book is that from in the Bible?
It's not even that far off, honestly. I'm so glad I know that I'm bipolar now. I mean, I have the right meds. I got a mood ring. I'm handling it. But when I first found out, it was a very tough pill to swallow, and I've swallowed a lot of pills. Because when you first find out something like that, you're like, oh man, am I going to tell anybody? Should I tell anybody? And if I do tell people, am I hot and or talented enough to be an inspiration?
on Hinge. He brought his mom on a date? Okay, wait. Where was the date? Was it Color Me Mine? Because if it was Color Me Mine, you were asking for them. Where was the date? It was at the beach? He brought like his whole family. When you showed up, was his whole family there? Oh, he called in reinforcements once you got there. What do you think is worse? Someone, as soon as they see you on a date, just leaving, or calling their entire family and turning it into a barbecue? Which would hurt your feelings more? Was he hot? He was hot. You know what's funny though? Hot people always do the weirdest shit. Because nobody sat them down and been like, I know you're hot, but there are still rules. Sounds like you fucked up. If someone brought their mom to a date, my first question would be like, how close are you to the Lord? Scale from 1 to 10. Was his name like Jedediah? Because then again, I feel like you should have...
I had a list when I was 8. I tell you guys, pushing it out there. And they're like, you didn't do anything wrong. You pronounce your words a little differently. Like you say instead of for your S's. Does that make sense? And I was like, I'm pretty sure I would have noticed if I said instead of. Hope you find who you're looking for. If you have any follow-up questions, I'll be on the... And I deserve to stop at Target on the way home. With no time limit. And I want a cart, not a basket. You have to be careful when you introduce people to your parents, though, because your parents don't always show up as your parents, do they? Mine never did. My parents undermined me every single time I brought someone home to meet them. I did everything right. I did the huddle up in the car before we went in, like, hey, remember what I told you? If there's people in there, they're not your friends. Whatever they say to you, do not take that personally. It's not about you, it's about them. Do you want to write that on your hand in case you forget? No? You can look at my tattoo if you get scared. Let's do it. And then you go inside prepared for your parents to show their true colors. And your parents float downstairs. And they're just amazing all night. They're like fun, cool, laid back. Your dad's in an open Hawaiian shirt. Just a one-man conga line, topping off drinks, saying all kinds of progressive shit you've never heard him say. You want another beer? We should golf sometime. What are your pronouns again? And you gotta get back in the car later muttering like a conspiracy theorist. Like, now I'm there and I know I have it and it's all right now. And no one can tell me what didn't happen and I know where it is. While your boyfriend buckles up like, I don't know what you're talking about, babe. Your parents are awesome. And you're like, oh. No, they are not. I don't know who those lizard people were. But they are not the ones who broke me. And the next time you see your parents, they're all smug, like, Jason really seemed to like us. You're like, I know what you're doing. Oh, maybe your therapist wants to meet us next, get our side of the story. I cannot wait till you're in the ground. All right, well, we'd like to be cremated. I will scatter your ashes where God can't find them. Not sure if I'm allowed to ask this, but is women with mental health issues considered a type? I certainly hope so. My DMs are open, London. I'm not even that like mentally ill anymore because I have all my stuff figured out now.
No, you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you. I used to be so creative and nuts, and now I'm just...
You're so creative. You're crazy.
That's you. Dating me is like whistling. You're like, this is harder than it should be. Looked a lot easier when other people...
Here's my self-checkout segment for this week. If you live in a big city and you drive a lot or you walk a lot or whatever, if you are sad and you want to feel like you're the main character, I recommend listening to the Parent Trap soundtrack. The Parent Trap soundtrack, 1998, is so good. If you're sitting there going, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, a soundtrack, Taylor? Yes. Because me and my friend Irene too, a very funny comedian, we rewatched The Parent Trap, and it was so good. It really holds up. Yeah. And if you get a warm drink and you walk around listening to the Parent Trap 1998 soundtrack on a loop, I'm not saying it's going to fix everything. It's certainly not going to make anything worse. And I'm not like a music person who's like, this album will change your life. I'm suggesting a soundtrack that came out when I was 5.
I'm pretty sure you just changed my life. I haven't tried
If this does
but-
nothing for anyone but you, that will be enough for me.
I was on a first date with a guy. I realized we both had 3 younger siblings. I said, oh my God, let's text our sibling group chats right now. Ask them what our biggest flaw is. I'm so fun on a first date. I can't believe I'm alone. He texts his brothers, hey guys, what's my biggest flaw? And they write back, works too hard, cares too much. One of them wrote back dyslexic, which I thought was pretty funny. He couldn't read it, but I could. I text my siblings, hey guys, what's my biggest flaw? And my brother writes back immediately, probably that you expect everyone to hurt you, so you just leave before they can. I was like, dude, I'm on a date right now. He's like, oh, sorry, it works too hard. I thought this was a secure line.
Where'd you guys meet? Craigslist?
You should be murdered. Better story? That's not the story? I've never met a single couple that met on Craigslist that wasn't fucking